Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome to Call of the Sea, a game that was advertised as one of the launch titles, I believe, for the Series X. I do not have a Series X. This is being played on original Xbox One. It doesn't necessarily look like it's going to necessarily need the technical prowess, but the style of the game does look interesting. And I wonder exactly where the story of the game goes to, because based on my understanding, you're playing as this woman who is going off in search of her husband. She is sick, and her husband had gone off to look for a cure, but he didn't come back. Also, at some point, you may have turned into a fish person. That was in the trailer. But beyond that, I don't really know too much about the game. Like, what kind of conflicts you might have to resolve aside from solving puzzles. Do you actually interact with anybody while you're in this lush jungle environment? Let us find out and start a new game. I presume finding strange monolithic statues is going to be a part of the experience. Or a little bit of Cthulhu there too, okay. Although maybe I'm assuming the mythos of Cthulhu is entirely based on how many letters you can jam next to each other, separated by apostrophes.
What was that? What are those voices? Where am I?
I like the different movement for swimming horizontally or just going straight on. Oh, wait. Okay, my gloves are still there.
I've been here before.
Although I'm assuming that this is a dream.
I've been here my entire life. I'm trapped in here. These stairs. I'm climbing these stairs again. I need to get out. The voices are calling me. My old music box. It's broken. I have to fix my old music box. I have to get it. I have to... Those horrible dreams again. I've had them repeatedly ever since my mother died and left me that music box in her will.
Thank you for delivering
Everyone always said that
exposition
old
directly to
family
yourself.
heirloom had something to do with my family's strange disease. If the doctors won't give us an answer about your illness, I'll search for one myself, you said. And in that search, it seems you lost yourself. I don't think I'd ever...
Pardon me, madam, but the island is in sight. We'll be lowering the boat in just a minute.
Oh, thank you so much, Captain Hodgson. I'll be right out.
Pardon me, madam. No narrating exposition on the ship.
All right. Time to gather my things.
Alternatively, that could just be her internal thoughts.
I think I've overpacked. I'd always dreamed of traveling. It was not the same without you, Harry.
Nora Everhart, reported on our steamship SS Carmel. Expected to arrive at Tahiti. Papati. Nothing but ocean
I missed
to the
sea
horizon.
so much when we moved to Denver. It's a relief that I don't need it to walk anymore.
Huh. Oh, the cane.
It's a relief that I don't need it to walk
I was
anymore.
looking at this thing.
It's not exactly a clawfoot tub, but you can't always get what you want.
Thusly, the gloves. She uses it to cover up her skin condition.
Ah, the amazing adventures of Nora Everhart, art teacher.
Curious things from my journey. Nora, remember this. Your home. July 6, 1934. It's been a month since I received Harry's last letter. It was postmarked San Francisco and mentioned that the answer to my illness might be found in the Pacific Ocean. I'm hoping his silence is only due to a delay in the postal service. July 14th, 1934. Last night I had another of my vivid dreams, but this time something was different. I saw a strange island looming in the distance. In the heart of an island, a huge stone obelisk rose up before a mist-shrouded mountain. I woke up drenched in sweat. September 16th, 1934. I keep waking up to odd dreams in the middle of the night. Still no news from Harry, and it's been 3 months already. Damn this disease of mine. My husband is missing, and I can barely walk for a couple minutes without getting exhausted. October 10th, 1934. An enigmatic sentence written on a photo of my husband. An ancient stone relic that looks like a knife. A brass key with the letters CW engraved on it. All 3 were in a package I received yesterday, postmarked Tahiti, no sender. Find him, 74 nautical miles east of Otaheite? After leafing through a couple of history and geography books, I found that Otaheite was just an ancient name of Tahiti, the same place the package came from. What does all this mean? Anyway, my mind is made up. Even though I still feel woozy, I have to give it everything I've got. It won't be easy, but I'll find my husband whatever it takes, even if it means going to the end of the world. October 14th, 1934. Following Harry's trail, I caught a train to San Francisco. In the Madison building, I found out that on May 25th, Harry bought 6 passages to Tahiti on the SS Carmel, Tahiti again. On a side note, I'm not sure if it's the fresh air on the sea breeze, but I feel much better. October 19th, 1934. First, I'll sail to Tahiti on an ocean liner. If I don't find Harry there, I'll have to find a ship that will take me to whatever it is, 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. This isn't going to be easy, or cheap either. October 23rd, 1934. I missed the seas so much after Harry and I moved to Denver. I love to sit on the deck and watch the moonlight playing on the water. It's so comforting. November 1st, 1934. I finally arrived in Tahiti. Finding information about Harry's expedition is turning out to be a tough row to hoe. I think I must have walked all over Papit asking about them, but nobody seems to know anything about that place 74 miles east of Tahiti. Some locals have mentioned an island, but they won't say anything else about it. It's like they think the place is cursed. I met an English sailor, Captain Hodgson. He knew some of the crew members on the Lady Shannon, a whaler. Apparently the ship took an American expedition to an island east of Tahiti. According to Hodgson, it's been months since he last saw the Lady Shannon and its crew. Like every good sailor, the captain is superstitious. Do you think I'm mad? I'm not going to risk the lives of my crew by going to that cursed island, he said. After 3 days of begging, oh, by the way, November 4th, 1934. After 3 days of begging, I've managed to convince Captain Hodgson to take me to the island. Save your money, Mrs. Everhart. Leaving me alone will be payment enough. I think that there's a sweet, tender heart inside that grumpy old sailor. Or he's just annoyed.
After spending so much time reading this book, I think I've learned a thing or two about Polynesian culture.
Truly, the best way to experience culture is through a book.
I'd better cover up my hands before I leave the cabin. I wouldn't want anyone thinking I'm a circus freak. I received a mysterious package at my house. I stored all its contents in my locked suitcase. love this song. Oh my, I have the worst memory. I forgot the combination again. Thank goodness I always bring my journal with me to write things down.
Did she write it down in her journal? Oh, 506. Never mind.
All right, now it's open. I saw this island in one of my unsettling dreams. I drew it as soon as I woke up. This strange and sharp relic came in the package I received at home.
A bit odd. Almost like a knife. Probably a key.
Harry Everhart, my husband, my partner, and my dear old pal. A brass key with the letters CW engraved on it, and some enigmatic instructions.
So where would a key actually unlock on an island? Also, dresses!
What was I thinking when I brought all these dresses on this trip?
I don't know. Why would you need so many dresses while exploring an island?
I think I've overpacked.
Probably. What else have we got? Think we're good? Let us go.
Okay, Nora. From here on out, you're on your own.
Ah! Achievement unlocked. Yes, yes, yes. I gotcha.
Lower the motorboat. Be careful with Mrs. Everhart's equipment, lads. We'll be back to pick you up in 3 days. I really hope you find your husband there, madam.
I hope it too. I'll see you in 3 days then.
But please be careful on that island. You know what the legends say about it.
I'll take care. Thank you, Captain Hudson.
Ah. Nice little island approach.
Here I am, in the middle of the ocean after traveling across half the world. Just miles away from where my husband is supposed to be.
Now, will that
You left
obelisk
a year
reveal
ago to
itself
search
in the
for a cure
fog?
for my affliction. Your letters kept me close to you, but suddenly they stopped coming. What happened, oh pal? What did you find? Whatever it was, it led you to hire a crew and set sail from San Francisco to Tahiti. And from there to this place, an island in the middle of the Pacific that the locals refuse to even name. Everything is familiar. So familiar. As impossible as that may sound. Is this the island I dreamed about?
I approve of the fact that she lowers her eyes to look at the image, and then only by lowering the image of the. I'm gonna stop saying the word image so many times. She looks at the photo, lowers the photo, and the appearance of the obelisk. That is a nice touch. The alternate would have been to have it emerge from the fog. But I suppose that would be like two different set of technical limitations for crafting the game. Like the developers of the game could have had like the fog pull back and show the obelisk, or they could have just not rendered said obelisk and then had it appear while the photo was covering it up.
There's definitely something strange about this place.
Which I would imagine would be easier to do, because then you're not really modifying too much of the game world. Heck, you might even just made it, would you make it invisible and then... I don't know. Or have it always be there and just have a, like, a layer of fog in front of it.
Trace of you around here.
Very nice. Very pretty. Is that a trace? No, that's just a clam.
A tent. So somebody was on this island recently.
Let's see, what are the controls? We got move, we got examine, journal, run. That is what I'm looking for.
A miniature va'a, a Polynesian outrigger canoe. Beautifully crafted, too.
I like how the fact that they
A miniature va'a.
there's the explanation for why she knows about the Polynesian culture, is because she had the book while she was traveling.
A note written in French. I only understand 2 words. Île and mort. Island and death.
I don't speak French.
It must be a warning about the dangers of the island.
I'm not even going to fake it. Actually, hold on. If I enter that into Google Translate, what is it going to say? To anyone who read these words, we have desecrated this island to find only death. Do not go further. I'm pretty sure there's some mistranslation going on there, but at the very least, we've got a pretty good idea that we probably shouldn't be here.
I feel quite good. I dare say I might even walk a little faster than usual.
Ah. The presentation of the sprint is not just like how do you do it, but also a plot thing, because like earlier in the diary she talks about the fact that she has her own problem, like the illness that she suffers from prevents her from walking, or prevented her from walking. But now she's actually capable of running, which again raises more questions about the island itself.
Those markings seem to represent the sea. I'll make a note of them in my journal. It might come in handy.
Not to mention that she also mentioned several times that just the presence, like the closer she is to the ocean, the sea, the better off she is. Then when you try to factor in the possible Cthulhu mythos, and raises more questions than answers. But for now, let's see what we can find. What we're looking for.
These wooden figures are called unu. This seems to be telling a story.
So we've got an island, we've got a bunch of people worshipping a figure? Maybe? Anything in here worth noting?
A bone fish hook.
So that might mean the presence of not necessarily your husband, but some sort of civilization that was here. I mean, your husband couldn't have built all of these spikes.
It may look peaceful, but clearly somebody wants to keep outsiders off this island. What a lovely flower offering.
Huh. Ah, what have we got here? A knife.
A carving tool.
But I cannot take it because this is not that kind of game. Ah, is this where the key goes?
CW.
That was
Those are the
fast.
initials on the brass key. It opens it. So whoever sent me this key was here.
Okay, so there's something underneath where that
This
flower
is
offering
starting to look
is.
like a scavenger hunt.
I was gonna say that. No, actually, I wasn't gonna say that. I was probably gonna say something more along the lines of this is starting to look like a fetch quest. Hello!
Well, look what's hidden here.
What have we here? It's probably something in order to help me get through this gate. But this is also teaching me to use puzzles in order to use clues in order to investigate the environment. Though I also appreciate the order of operations. First, I explored the area, found the rock that had the flower offering, and then I found the clue that talked about the flower offering, which made me be like, oh, I'm smart, I know where that was. Rather than, let's say the clue was front-loaded, closer towards the beach, then you'd be like, I guess I'm looking for this in particular. Which either makes you want to focus specifically for that thing, and less about the other things. Like, you don't realize you're in a puzzle until you get to that puzzle point.
The Polynesians don't need doors. So why build such a big one? Well, that did something.
It opened a door.
This may be the first time I trespass a private property. My childhood in Newburyport wasn't exactly the most thrilling thing.
And her crimes would only grow worse the deeper she made her way onto the island. Soon she would be stealing, downloading MP3s, and worse. Oh.
Is that Harry? Harry, you were here. You were here and I found you, damn it. Where are you now? Where is everybody? Where did you and all your crew go?
Yeah.
Lady Shannon? That name sounds familiar. I'd better check my journal.
Yeah. Lady Shannon was mentioned. Somewhere along... Here we go. It's been months since he last saw the Lady Shannon or its crew. Yeah. Lady Shannon was the boat that Harry used to cross over to the island.
This reminds me of those slot machines that Harry and I saw at the Atlantic City Pier. But a Polynesian version.
I took a note in my journal. One of these days I'll actually remember what button brings up the notes. Okay, so that is the image for water. I guess I'm going to be coming back there.
It's been years since I took such a long walk. This fresh air is doing me wonders.
And what have we here?
What a beautiful mountainous landscape.
Okay. That's the symbol for mountains. Hold on. Okay, that's back to the camp. This is just a
I can
path.
feel the air is denser here in this mangrove swamp.
Another flower offering. Ah,
Rays
okay.
of sunlight shining through. Another symbol.
Okay, so now we have a symbol for the sun. I wonder if, hold on. She commented about that Unu that told a story. I guess it's not important enough to be a puzzle, otherwise it would probably be in the journal. Okay.
Now that I've crossed half the world, I wouldn't mind crossing the other half. But I have to do it with you, old pal.
And what do we have here?
This sort of pond is a Polynesian fishing technique. There's another symbol inside it.
Alright. Fish symbol. Gotcha. Oh wait, this is just a bone hook.
Bone fish hook.
And I believe this should take me back to that intersection. Yep. What was the name of that puzzle game from the creator of Braid by Jonathan Blow? It also took place on a very stylistically attractive island. Also had a focus on puzzles, not so much of a focus on story. Definitely puzzles. It'll come back to me, maybe. In the meantime, let's see if we can find that final clue and perhaps
Oh
also
my, this is so beautiful.
the order in which the clues
What
go
were these
in.
birds called? Lorikeets. Cole's lorikeets.
Ah, that's not a flower offering, that's a clam offering. Huh. Now this is too many symbols. There's water. Maybe this would be the important one?
There are lorikeet feathers scattered around this unu. I'll draw the symbol in my journal.
Okay. So in theory, I should have all the information I need.
Shortcut. That's convenient.
Excellent. And does this take me back to the beach? Yes, in fact it does. So I suppose that's clear evidence that I do have what I need. Let's take a look at this unu again. Does it have all the... No, it doesn't really have all the symbols. I guess I was
Iris
expecting...
said that he would go to the end of the world to find a cure. And by the looks of it, he wasn't lying. We promised we'd never lie to each other from the moment we started dating, no matter how harsh the truth.
I suppose there might be a clue when I get closer here. Oh, here we go. Never mind. Fish, water, mountain, bird, sun. So that is... Which one was fish? There was fish. Water. Mountain. Bird. Sun. What did I get wrong? There we go.
Well, I guess I hit the jackpot.
Yay!
Across the river then.
Good job, me.
Steady now.
Oh, okay. I was wondering why everything was getting so dark. I had simply finished that specific section of game. Ah, yeah, The Witness. That was the name of the game. I am terrible at that game.
How long have I been walking?
Absolutely awful.
Lost track of the time.
One day I might go back to it, but I'm I'm really bad at it.
Wow, what is this place?
Village, presumably.
I'd better have a look around this abandoned village. Harry's crew might have stayed here.
Probably did. Alright. Let's see what we can find.
This enormous stone slab looks like a mechanism to get up to the outcrop.
There's probably something I can slot here.
Something missing here. A tiki, like something straight out of an adventure novel.
I'm guessing that's going to be important.
The Everhard expedition. They set up camp here.
They even had a brand. They had a logo and everything. We have another tiki over here. Do we have to record?
Could these tikis be some sort of guardians?
Either way, we've got multiple tikis at work here.
Looks like some of the crew members didn't get along too well.
I'm glad somebody decided to take a photograph during one of those interactions.
Fascinating.
These ancient geometric stone structures are not Polynesian. What purpose did they serve? Oh, hello.
Let me record it. So, you said you've been on this island before.
Yes. Some years ago. I made a rookie mistake. I detoured from my fishing route to go to what looked like a better spot. Less than an hour had gone by when suddenly my va'a, my canoe overturned. And I got this lovely souvenir from that mistake.
Heavens, what gave you that scar?
It's not a what, but a who. I don't know. I didn't get a good look at it. But it seemed like a sea creature I never seen. Anyway, I was lucky enough to reach that white sand beach. The one where we landed on the island. A man came 3 days later and got me out of there. He brought me to the port of Papeete without speaking a single word. Time passed, and I promised myself that I would go on with my life and forget about this damn island.
Why did you agree to return to the island then?
I need to know what happened to me, to discover the truth. I don't know if you get me.
Absolutely.
I presume that was the lady crew member, but actually we have a picture of them, don't we? And then we've got the guy on the far left, maybe, is the Polynesian guy. The local. What do we have here?
So now you believe in magic, old pal?
He gave one of these amulets to us. Only, to each of us. Only Harry kept his.
Polynesian man covered in tattoos. I'm not sure if he looks angry or scared. Well, what well?
The guy doesn't want to be near the ruins. Why is he so afraid of that well? Hold on, is there something written on the back of this photo?
A forbidden ritual?
He's warning us about those ruins. He says there was some sort of forbidden ritual took place here. As opposed to the rituals that everybody does commonplace. And we've got another tiki.
They're composed of 4 pieces. Blowing an ancient hatch with dynamite sounds like a fool's errand to me.
It didn't work in Lost. Probably didn't work here.
Ooh, looks like someone didn't like you very much, Harry.
Blah, blah, blah. I'm so clever. I came to this
Sounds pretty hot-headed.
to this godforsaken island for just a few days, and it's been almost 2 weeks already of doing nothing. Is this rich jerk going to open that hatch anytime soon? I'm not going to wait for Mr. Know-It-All again like I did with the elevator. He'd better let me handle this situation. We brought dynamite for a reason. I like how he capitalizes dynamite.
Much for games of chance.
This is an interesting set of dice. I've got to say. I am not familiar with that type of set of dice. Alas, this game is one shotgun away from becoming a first-person shooter.
All the guns with them.
And all 5 of their shells.
Very neat.
I can't help but notice they use the same sweater pile in her luggage as well.
Quite a looker. A fashion model, maybe.
To Roy, the best stuntman in Hollywood.
Looks like this fellow was a real heartbreaker. His real name was Costas?
Costas Apostolou. And I spin that around. Ah, what do we have here? Another
I'm
gun.
not sure what to expect on this island, but I hope I won't regret not having a gun.
I would be surprised if I actually need a gun
Nice
for
comb.
anything.
Who worries this much about their appearance in a place like this?
Ma'am, you brought, like, a whole bunch of luggage of dresses? And then criticize yourself for that? Ah, some old straight razors. I assure you, if I try to use those, I would slice up my face. Just slice and dice. Slice and dice. Why, hello, sir. How are you doing today?
Damn it. Someone on the expedition died.
Oh, gravestone, yes. Roy Granger.
A farewell message from a friend.
I guess we'll have to finish our game in the afterlife. Rest in peace, Pally. Huh.
I never thought that this expedition would cause anybody's death. I'm sure Harry never thought so either. If he'd known this was going to happen, he'd never have come here. Did they use all the dynamite?
They just blew right through their supply. Then we've got a fourth.
What a delicate piece of craftsmanship.
I'm guessing we only have the 4. I would be surprised if it fills up the other bay.
He seems confused, as if he was having a hard time writing this down.
If anyone needs me, I'll be in the medical tent up on the flat outcrop. After what happened, I better find out more about the... well... Dr. DeWitt. Huh. So, well, bad... Oh, hold on.
They used the emblem as a headstone for Roy's grave. This one resembles a shark.
Huh. Did I miss something?
I hadn't been close to a grave since my mother's burial. Shortly after she died, my
Yes, I did.
lovely Dalmatian spots, as Harry used to call them, appeared. We thought it was nothing at first. It's broken, but I might as well draw what I can see of it in my journal. It's some sort of Polynesian coat of arms. Is that an octopus? Something's missing inside that emblem.
Clearly. So we've got a missing emblem, a half-drawn emblem, an emblem that was used as a gravestone. Let's take a look at that other hut. There were 2 huts back here. There was a regular hut and a Jabba the Hutt. Alright, I think I've gotten everything from there. Ah,
An amulet with a carved Marquesian cross. The symbol represents balance and protection.
but I cannot collect.
Look at this little fella. Why is this hammock so far from the rest of the campsite?
That is an excellent question.
The river cuts through that canyon. It doesn't look safe to cross.
All right. With any luck, we have enough information to continue.
Oh, I must have found the luxury huts. Pretty swanky.
Yeah, these are the 5-star resort huts.
Look at him. Giddy as a schoolboy. Icor?
Black ooze. He wanted to write Icor, but he crossed out Icor and wrote ooze. Oh.
I've seen Harry keep even restaurant checks for bookkeeping. He would never tear up a piece of valuable information.
Oh, there we go. I can't help but notice there's no rotate button, which is convenient. Though I admit the controls are a little bit odd, considering that the left analog stick switches between the actual pieces and the right analog stick moves them. Which I suppose works. Once you get the hang of it. I just need to get the hang of it, is all. Alright, and that goes there. That should go here? Ah, and this tells me the order of a totem. Turtle, shark, stingray, octopus.
Got it. It's been ripped out of something else.
Yep, that was taken out of the thing at the top.
The parts of the tiki on this column seem movable.
Let's take a quick walk around first. And then look at our notes.
That Frank seems to feel guilty for whatever happened. I feel really bad for him.
Mr. Everhard, I still don't understand what happened. Roy knew just as well as you and me that the black ooze was highly volatile. I should never have believed him when he said he had your permission. I feel responsible for what happened. Ah, did they use the dynamite and did...
You put together quite an expedition, Harry. And all just for little old me.
And did Roy die because of it? This is so frustrating.
The Harry Everhard I know would never have given up on this. Something must have happened that kept him from solving it.
I know I'm close, but I can't find the right combination.
Black ooze. In a telescope? Other planes of existence. That's bats.
The Tillinghast Spectacles Lens Aligner. After a specific alignment, this device concentrates the resonance wave spectrum in an optical impression. Observing the lenses will affect the subject's pineal gland, allowing them to gaze into other planes of reality outside the spectrum we consider our dimension. All rights reserved. Crawford Tillinghast.
This explains why the campsite is nearly abandoned.
Tell the others to pack up as fast as they can. We have to get to the Black Sand Beach. Something's happened to the ship. Bring only what's indispensable. Huh.
Jeepers, a stranded ship.
Yeesh. Jeepers indeed, Velma. Oh, yeah.
My dear old pal, I know you won't ever read this letter, but I'm accustomed to writing you, and it comforts me in this strange place. This island is riddled with secrets. So many secrets. But I'm not only talking about mechanisms and contraptions, Nora. I dare say that something on the island clouds one's judgment. Otherwise, I don't have an explanation for Roy's actions. The man was arrogant, impulsive, and a little cocky, but he was no fool. We weren't friends by any means, but he didn't deserve what happened to him. Nobody deserves that. We may have made some progress in finding the cure for your illness, but at what price? I miss you so much, Nora. Harry.
He may not say it explicitly, but Harry blames himself for Roy's death. I know him too well. And I miss you too, Harry.
Hold on. I think I've figured it out. So the turtle one is missing from one of the huts. The hut that it was in front of, I'm presuming the sketches are drawn in the order of the totems, but I cannot... I should say I'm making that assumption. So the turtle is missing from that one. Yes. And then the octopus has this totem. Alright, good. Good. And then the torn piece has that totem. So the turtle is the, like, houses. The octopus are the three circles. The shark is the, looking at the the top pieces of each of the tikis, is like a mountain zigzag. And the torn piece, the stingray, is like horns in between two spirals. So the order of combinations would be turtle, shark, stingray, octopus, which would be houses, zigzags, horns, circles. Remember that. Houses, zigzags, horns, circles. And then in theory, what's going to be inside the tiki that I'm looking at is going to be that black ooze. That is my guess. So we want houses, zigzags, oh, no. Okay. Houses, green eyes. No, not that set of eyes. Circles inside, okay, we have to do the whole shape of the totem. There we go. So that is that. And then the stingray is the open mouth tongue, which is actually already set. And then the octopus is kind of like, it looks like got the arms layered on top of each other. There we go.
A secret compartment. What kind of stone is this? I've never seen any substance quite like it. It feels disturbing.
Huh.
Impressive work. Is that a fish pattern? This appears to be the shrine of a Polynesian chieftain.
All right, so this probably...
Something's missing here.
Do I have... Is there a lens for that I'm missing? Before I go? Yes.
Where did you get this strange device, Harry? I'm not really sure how this thingamajig works, or what to do with it.
All right, I think I'm going to stop here for the night before I try to jump into this puzzle. Got any suggestions for something to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourselves a good night.